Hello everybody! It feels so nice to be back. It's very nice to see all of you. I have moved into my new house. It is still a gigantic mess, so I won't be giving you a house tour for another couple of weeks, I think. So today I thought I would do a review that I've been talking about for a frankly embarrassing amount of time. Can you guess what it is? It's Little Squirts. I'm gonna finally do the review I've been saying that I'm gonna do for the last 3 years. That's pretty pitiful, but it's better late than never, hey. So, because Rears have released the second version of the Little Squirts, I thought right now is the perfect time to do it, even though they've been out for a little while. They've only been available to me really recently. I've got some of the new version. I couldn't find any of the old version. I tried to order some, but then I got sent the some of the new ones again, so now I just have a whole bunch of the new ones. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is not a problem. I really like the new ones. Spoiler. So I don't have an example of one to hold up and show you, unfortunately, but I'll pop up a picture. So this is what they used to look like. It was a really vintage inspired kind of nappy. It was 2 tapes, so 1 on each side, a light blue color, and it had various different animals on them. I'm gonna do what I usually do. I'm gonna go through the pros, I'm gonna go through the cons, and then I'm gonna tell you what I reckon about them. You've watched reviews before. I don't have to explain how they work to you. So, the pros. They have octopuses on them. Octopi, octopodes, whatever you please. They had them. They had them on there. It was very cute. And this is Squibbly. He's an octopus and he very much appreciates the representation. Another good thing about them is they weren't pastel. So I know a lot of the diapies that are on the market right now are in like very traditionally feminine, pastel, cute kind of colors. These ones weren't. These ones had a different color scheme. So they were blue all over, and they had bits of orange and bits of green on them as well, which works really well for like masculine looks or androgynous looks or even non-traditionally feminine looks. The color scheme worked really well for going, like matching a lot of outfits and different styles of little. And also they're under the sea themed. How cute is that? They held a significant amount, so I'm gonna look up exactly how much they held. So it's really difficult to find information. Oh, I have wine. I'm very adult. Look at me go. It's very difficult to find information online about the original ones and the capacity that they had. But I remember them being like quite thirsty. I think I promised in a previous review that I was never ever going to describe anything as thirsty ever again, and I've just done it. I'm very sorry. Punish me in the comments. So I can't find the information from that very brief look that I just did. But I remember they held a lot. And the last pro is that they were very crinkly, which depending on your perspective can be a pro or a con, depending on what you want to use the product for. But I have always been a fan of crinkle, and I'll say these were crinkly. Okay, now on to the bad stuff. I don't like saying bad things, but I will, because I've not been quiet about the fact that I did not very much like the original ones. That much at all. Let's see. So the fit overall, I disliked very much. I think it might be mostly just the nature of the beast when it comes to 2 taped diapers as opposed to 4, but I've always felt that the original Little Squirts made me look very square, and the waistband was very, very narrow and kind of ineffectual. It sort of sat in the middle of your belly button, and all it really seemed to do was to, who knows, they were very low rise, so they would always hit like mid-hip on me. and I found that really uncomfortable most of the time. Like I felt like if I moved, then things were gonna come undone, or if I laid down on my back and I wet the diaper, then it was just gonna up my back. But yeah, like I said, that might just be part and parcel with the 2 tapes, but I've had other diapers that have had 2 tapes and I haven't really been as worried as I was with little Squirts about potential leakages. I just remember them leaking very often, which might have something to do with the capacity of them, definitely, but I think most of the leaks that I got weren't because they were reaching capacity and they were just overflowing like I get a lot of the time when I leak. I think it was just because the 2 tapes did not fit well on my body. How to approach this one delicately. They smell bad. Diapers aren't necessarily supposed to smell good. I know you can get the ones with the scents, like the ABU and the Nursery Fresh scent or what have you. Most diapers don't actively smell bad, but a couple of friends and I, we all noticed this phenomenon and we were talking about it. If you put on a little Squirts before you go to bed, and you pee a couple of times before you wake up, and maybe you pee in the morning, you wake up, cast off the blankets to get out of bed, and you are just smacked in the face with this amplified pee smell. I don't know why. I don't often have that trouble with diapers in general, so it's real weird to have a diaper that is just stinky, and so I wasn't a fan of them, chiefly because they smell bad, and also because the pattern is kind of confusing. Little Squirts marketed as like a sea-themed diaper, but what are the animals that you have on here? You have an octopus, yep, that's good, that lives in the sea, and then you have dolphins, also good, they live in the sea, but then there's a frog and a crocodile, or an alligator. Probably an alligator, I can't really tell the difference on a cartoon, but they don't live in the same environment, and that bothers me enough to put it on the cons list. And yeah. Okay, and now the new little Squirts. Dun, dun, dun. Oh god. I had one, I just don't remember where I put it. Ah! The new little Squirts. Okay, so first of all, the pattern is just so perfect. I love it. I love it so much. So what have we got? We've got a bun and he's going snorkeling and saying hello to a fish. We've got a wee tiger. He's swimming. Who else have we got? We got a little bear. He's swimming too. Well, they're all swimming. The otter, strangely enough, the only animal that is native to the water, is the only one wearing floaties. Oh, buddy, he's trying his hardest. There are shells, there are little corals, and the thing that I like the most, well, not the most, but the thing that I like a lot is the air bubbles above all the characters. I think it's very sweet. They've done a nice job with the print, and they've also done a nice job with the just the all-around feel of the diaper. So right off the bat, I can tell that they've redesigned everything, which I think is great because they've really improved on basically every con that I've mentioned in the cons list of the original little Squirts. So we got, bang, 4 tapes. The back is considerably taller than the original model was, and the waistbands are a lot longer as well. So you've got this one in the back, and you've also got this one in the front. Let's have a look at the leg gathers. And it feels very beefy in your lap. Like, just looking at it now, I can tell that it's going to be super absorbent. Well, I already know that it's super absorbent. I've got one on now, and I've been doing my product testing that I usually do for the last week or so. and just wearing them around the house and wearing them to bed and that, just to see how they stack up, but more on that later. Leg gathers. This bad boy is tall. And then elastic around the legs. And the amount of like overhang on the leg plastic is pretty long as well, which I like. It makes me feel like I'm more protected. So that's what the diaper looks like. The inside, it's not as soft as some of the other diapers that I felt the inner of, but I only notice that different to my hand when I touch it. I don't really notice that when I'm wearing it. So it still feels soft, it still feels nice to wear. That's my next pro. They are very comfy. I have big thighs, so I sometimes have an issue with, like, I get chafe and the sides dig into my legs and so on and so forth. I really haven't had that much trouble with the new little Squirts. I genuinely feel like they are one of the most comfortable diapers that I've worn in a long time. They also hold a lot. These ones here are a medium, and I think they held over like 4 liters. I'm fairly certain. I'll put the exact number down here probably. They are less crinkly than the original, which again can be a pro or con depending on how you look at it, your life perspective, etc. The pattern, in addition to being really adorable, is also still, I think, gender neutral enough for anybody to wear. Obviously everybody's got their different preferences and things, but I feel like the main colors are, they're white, light blue, and orange, and I think those 3 colors go together really well. The best part about these new diapers, the new version of the little Squirts, they don't smell bad. I was very, very happy when I woke up after my first night of product testing and I flung the blankets back and I prepared myself. No smell. It was very good. Very, very good. Cons. Okay. Tigers, bunnies, and bears also don't live in an ocean environment. That's genuinely the only con that I can come up with. This is just a very good product, and I'm very chuffed with them. I think they've taken something that I've always had sort of mixed to negative feelings about, and they have made changes for the better, and they're just excellent diapers. 2 whole thumbs up. I'm sure Squibbly, if he had thumbs, he would give some thumbs up too. This is Bloop. He's a whale. He also does not have thumbs, but positive that he would if he had thumbs. Give more thumbs up. I've been talking about thumbs for too long. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you had a nice time. And thank you for being so patient with me while I was away and getting everything set up. I love my new house. I can't wait to show it to you. Also, I cut my hair off. Ooh, it's exciting. It's exciting to me. It probably doesn't make much of a difference to you guys. It's just hair. But whatever. What have we got coming up for you guys in the future? There's a couple of new diapers that I want to do a review on. There will be a house tour in the future. There'll also be setup footage of a Christmas party that I'm hosting for littles in my city. And I'm working on a very super secret special project, and more information about that will be out in the coming months. I hope you all have a lovely night. Bye everybody.